You trying to say that Titanic could have been a conspiracy story?
Well, they said it was unsinkable. What happened there? Stormzy gets all these pasties and whatever it is for free. Gets anything from Greggs for free. And again, it's not fair on the homeless. He can hear them, but he can't sense them. He can't see them. I was born on Earth and I'll die on Earth. I wouldn't want to die on another planet.
Hi guys, welcome to Small Talk with Shafto. I'm Luke, and also we've got Martin.
Afternoon.
And always the one and only Alex Shafto.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon, Shafto, how you been?
I'm very well. How are you all?
Yeah, I'm not bad.
Good.
Except for seeing you in.
Thank you, mate. Always a pleasure, never a chore.
Cool, so we start off. Obviously, we're not going to talk about the biggest news story of the week because it's the same thing, which is
the coronavirus. We're not talking about this week.
Well, you're saying that.
I'm saying that.
We're not going to talk about it. Did you see any other news stories? Anything you have in mind that we might have had no idea to talk about?
Well, yeah. Sorry if you're a Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
But, I'm sorry you guys fell out the Champions League, but you did. The other team did play well.
Well, they did, but they didn't play well. I've let you know, they were lucky. But no, not non-sport.
Non-sport. Okay. Well, everything's been cancelled. Loads of stuff been cancelled. Again, sport, but also the government have cut down on or stopped flights coming out of the UK to Europe and the rest of the world.
Right, that wasn't. No, that's still coronavirus.
Away from coronavirus, any other stories? Because we were struggling, to be fair, weren't we?
Yeah, we had to.
I don't think he's going to get it, so you might as well.
No. So the Harvey, I always pronounce his surname wrong. The Harvey Weinstein.
Oh yeah, the Hollywood director, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He got done for, was it 23 years?
Yeah.
He got done for imprisonment.
I wasn't expecting him to.
No, I didn't know this. Do you know why?
Apparently on sex charges or something. He had, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. All these people came forward going, "Oh, I got touched by him." Blah blah blah.
Right.
I don't believe it.
What, you don't believe what?
I don't. I think all it is everyone wants their 5 minutes of fame. And
Oh wow.
I don't honestly think he did it.
How did you get to that point?
But the thing is, like,
I can't believe this.
hang on, but it wasn't proved that he did it. All he's got is
It sort of has, mate. Because
yeah, but all he's got is loads of girls or whoever it is coming up to the courts going, "Oh, he touched me and bloody did this and did that." But where's the proof? Stick him on a DNA. It's not DNA. Sorry, lie detector. And lie detector.
Get him with Jeremy Kyle.
Give him Jerry Cole. Yeah, that's coming back on as well apparently. Get on Jerry Cole.
Well, basically, it's been for the last basically 3 decades worth of abuse over the time.
Mm-hmm.
The one I've been trying to understand it. It's basically the one he's just been done for was two women in the New York one. Obviously, as it came out with these 2 girls, other celebrities were piping up and saying, "Oh, he's done this, he's done that." And it's turned out he's been proven guilty. But there's another one. Apparently he's going to be doing another one for Los Angeles as well. There's 2 more people that have.
Oh, really?
It's going through. It's going to end up being a court case, and
Okay.
he'll probably end up having more. But yeah, so do you think celebrities normally get, other than this situation, celebrities normally get away with type of stuff, or like
Well, I think
they get that power, they get that, and they use it to their advantage?
Well, I mean, if it was someone like us, we'd be sent down straight away without any, But if it's a celebrity, it's a different story.
Yeah.
I think they'll give a little bit leeway to celebrities because obviously celebrities have got their own different lawyers, like good lawyers and rubbish like that.
Right.
But if it was someone like me, you or yourself, Martin, we would be given the most rubbish lawyer, who would actually try and fight for us, but we won't, because they've got those money, we haven't. So they can pay the best lawyers, but we can't because we're not that rich, you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
What about the amount of power that he would have as well? Not just on lawyers, but in general, in the film industry.
Well, I think that, I mean, it's his reputation, isn't it? You know, he's brought out so many good, directed so many good films.
Such as?
I don't know any.
I knew that was going.
To be honest, I don't know any. But,
Right, okay.
you know, but if you put that to someone else who's a film director or producer or whatever, you know, because of his personality, because of his, you know, whatever he's done, like
it's an abuse of power. He's in a position where he can get people jumps in their careers because of who he is.
Mm-hmm. He can pay him a lot of money for being in the movie.
He can just manipulate them to get what he wants, and obviously sexually is what he wants to be paid in. But I also read Tarantino actually knew about it. He was pretty aware of it.
So I didn't know that.
Never said anything.
I didn't know that.
Apparently, that's what I read earlier. And surely they've got a sense of responsibility to pipe up, even if it is someone.
Well, I think honestly they should keep their nose out of everyone's business.
Who?
The celebrities and that,
Right.
piping up.
We don't think Tarantino should have, if he knew something was going on, he shouldn't have said anything. You reckon
Well,
he should have
if
said
it happened
that?
to him, like if he did it to him, you know, then he can pipe up. He can go, oh look, he's done this to me.
What if he had it? If he had his
If
way,
he had his way with him.
Tarantino,
Yeah, if he had his way with him,
right?
You know?
who knows? You know, he could have done it with little boys. I don't know.
Right.
Who knows?
No, I don't think that's
But
the
at the moment,
case at all. He was manipulating women, getting roles in films, and you know,
he paid it with sex. Is that what you're saying?
He's forcing upon themselves, as in, like, he goes, oh, if you want this job, I can get you this job, but
if you want the lead in my upcoming film,
this is the
Come over
crack, yeah.
Well, if it was me, I wouldn't have done it.
right? Okay. But sometimes these girls thought they had no choice. Not only one, because they wanted to get the lead in a film. I'm not going to go into that. But two, maybe they were a bit scared about because of how much power he's got.
He can just ruin a career.
Yeah, of course.
If they go no, and they come out of that trailer, that's their film career done.
Done.
Like that.
You put it like that, yeah, that's true.
So do people, celebrities' power, do you think it should be the same rules for everyone,
I think it should be the same rules for everyone.
regardless of who you are?
Regardless of how popular, how famous you are.
Hmm.
I think if you're put on trial or do that, you should be treated the same way.
Well,
As
I'm
people like us.
just thinking now, you think of all the players that played in Spain, Ronaldo, I think, done it, Messi, they got done
Ronaldo.
they got done for not paying tax evasion.
Same
and
with
that.
Ronaldo.
Yeah,
Ronaldo had
and
that.
they basically get a slap on the wrist in comparison. Anyone else, they get
'Cause they
sent
could
down.
yeah, but they could pay them
Yeah.
off, can't they?
Hmm.
Well, they're earning enough money where the tax is still worth getting off them as well.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, people like us, we wouldn't do that because we haven't got the money. But obviously, famous people can do that because they've got thousands and millions of pounds.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
again, it's
You
on.
know, but again, you know, I think it's ridiculous.
Money dictates.
Well, yeah, money talks, doesn't it? At the end of the day.
But do you still not think that? Are you saying that you don't think he did it?
So
I mean, you probably don't know enough about the story, neither do I.
probably
but-
not a lot, but as much as I've heard, honestly, in my opinion, I don't think.
Have you heard of the hashtag Me Too?
No.
Oh, this is a lot of this is where it kind of came from, is because all the girls were coming up saying, oh, he came on to Me Too, so it became Me Too.
That annoys me.
Okay.
Through it, what?
Because then they all joined the bandwagon, and
It's
it
not-
might have not necessarily happened to them, or it might have just been something that wasn't even that bad, but they just want to. What I mean is, like, a lot of girls would jump on ship with that, go, "Oh, that happened to me as well,"
And
and they get some publicity. It gets them what?
And they get money.
If they go to the newspapers,
If they go to
obviously
the newspapers, they get money, yeah.
and-
Yeah. So yeah, well, publicity.
And he did pay out. I think I was trying to read. He has paid people out, like they've
What,
sued
to
him
pay their
for,
silence?
Dude, I don't know, maybe, but he's paid out certain things for people for sexual harassment cases and that aren't strong enough to be a court thing, but he's just paid them off because it's a So it's easier just to bury it in that sense. It's a very weird one, but
I find it really strange that someone like him would do it anyway, unless he got off on it, because he's obviously does well for himself. He's obviously got money.
that's why he thought. I guess that's why he thought he could get away with it, because he thought he's that big. He can.
He's obviously just
he's
sick in the head, isn't he?
Bigger than the situation. Yeah.
Sick pervert.
Well, basically.
Well, yeah.
But going back to your thing about the women, but don't you think it's where one woman's been strong enough to come out of it, and if he has been doing this for the best part of 3 decades, it gives the next girl confidence, which gives the next girl confidence.
But okay, here's my point. Yeah. Why come out 3 decades later? Why don't you just report it straight away? Okay, maybe they might have gone, oh, I'm too scared to do it. I'll be the spotlight.
Yeah, 100%.
And then now 30 years later, they're going, oh, I've been touched up by him, blah, blah. And then everybody goes on social media and he goes, oh, I've been touched as well, and blah, blah, blah. And then
some of these people aren't just your normal person. These are proper actresses. Some big names that are involved in it.
You have to think that, unfortunately, it's a bit sad that today you probably believe it more, and more would get done about it.
Oh yeah, a lot, yeah.
But you'd think that, years and years ago, you had Rolf Harris, you had all these other people that done it, but it's taken them years.
A little bit different.
Yeah, slightly.
Yeah, it's slightly different.
Just clarify that, it's a little bit different. He wasn't touching kids. He was literally just taking advantage of any females around sort of the 20 to 30 range, I'd imagine. Maybe.
Yeah,
something like that. Anything that he thought, yeah, I'll have a bit of that.
No, it wasn't part of the old BBC lot that seemed to all get done the other year. But it's not good, and he deserves what he gets, really, if it's true.
And go back to your point on girls, it is good because it's the same thing with anything. As soon as you hear someone else come out with something that they might be struggling to say, then it is good because more people do. But unfortunately, it comes both ways and it has a backlash. Then all of a sudden, you've got the people who just want, oh, me as well.
That's you do get people that kind
of. So it's good.
Yeah,
it's bad.
But didn't someone come out in America going, oh, I was touched up, and then like a couple of months later, it was a hoax. It wasn't actually right.
What, to do with him or
to do with like another person?
Oh, you probably get that. You get that.
And then they got done for wasting police and court stuff.
Well, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, he's been found that he was actually innocent, wasn't he?
I don't know that.
Well, don't hold me to that, but I think he got done for some sort of abuse towards Amber Heard. Apparently, it's come out now that he's okay. So Disney told him they don't want him anything to do with him anymore. So he got the 6 Pirates of the Caribbean film. He was going to. He's been cut from it. They don't want him part of it because of that Amber Heard story. That's come back out and said that it wasn't as bad as made out, and they said to him, "You can come back." I'd say him to get stuffed.
Yeah, but then what about the money he's lost?
Yeah, that's where you can sue people back if you've not
loss of earnings.
Yeah, you've. I can't think of the word.
I think it's out of order. I think. I mean, obviously here you're innocent until proven guilty. In other countries, it's you're guilty until you're proven innocent.
But with the Kevin Spacey thing, it was never proven. He was never proven to have done anything.
How can you?
But he lost. No. But he got kicked off. He got taken off House of Cards. A film, I can't remember if it was Moneyball or 8 Ball. I can't remember what it was called. Something to do with money. He got taken out, and then they re-filmed all the things he was meant to be in, and got someone else in on it.
All right.
So his career gets all of a sudden tarnished.
Yeah.
So because of someone said something that may or may not be true, it can ruin a career the other way around, just like that as well. So you got to be careful now. It's how you say it, because like I said, it spreads like wildfire, and people do, like you say, you're meant to be proven innocent or proven guilty, but sometimes people's opinions don't get there before.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's sick. Honestly.
I mean, how can you prove it unless you've got like
other than video evidence or something?
Yeah, like a voice memo of the sense. But if thing is, if someone goes, "Oh, have you heard about so and so? This happened." You hear it once, you're like, you know. It's
in your head though.
And you hear it maybe 5 times, you're like, oh. But if you hear it like 30, 40 times, you're like, well, must be something going on there because it isn't right. So Anyway.
No, that's what we thought we'd touch on. Just
That was
something different from coronavirus.
That was the only news story we could really think of, really.
It was worth chatting about, yeah.
Oh. So, second part, before we do the main talking point this week, I want to talk about the friend zone.
Okay.
Initial thoughts on the friend zone? Before I go on?
Well, explain your definition of what the friend zone is first.
Yeah, but what are you talking, like, what relationship, friendship between boys and girls or whatever?
The traditional friend zone for.
You know what a friend zone is?
No, I know what a friend zone is.
Alright, elaborate.
Well, basically, what I know a friend zone is if you really like a person and they see you as your like best mate or whatever, that you know that you haven't got a chance with them. They say, look, friend zone, you're I'd rather have you as a friend than in a relationship and ruin our friendship.
Do you believe in the friend zone?
Do I believe in it? I've had it before.
So
you
yes,
believe
you do?
I do, yeah.
That should be my first question.
To be honest, I'd rather not lose a friend than get into a relationship and it goes bad.
Okay.
You know?
Have you been in the friend zone?
I've been in loads of friend zones.
Have you friend zoned someone?
Have I? No.
I always find it it's different.
It's mainly a girl
It's
thing.
definitely, it's definitely one that
thing,
seems
yeah.
majority of the time.
It doesn't
one way.
happen. But you think the friend zone is a legit thing?
I think it's a legit thing.
Martin?
It's a weird one because it depends on how they word it. Because if they're going, I don't want to get in a relationship because I'm worried about if it goes wrong, then we haven't got the friendship afterwards. But if it's just someone that just doesn't fancy you, it's just you don't.
Yeah, but you just come out honest.
It's just
though,
not being
don't you?
fancied.
You just come out honest and go, look, you know, I don't want to be with you. I'd rather see you as a friend. That's it.
Are you still friends with the people you're in the situation with?
One of them.
Because I always think in the long term it doesn't really work
What
out.
do you class as a friend though?
What?
I mean a friend, what do you class as a
A
friend?
class friend, someone you spend time on your own. I've always distinguished I class someone as a friend is if I spend time on my own with them.
Yes, absolutely.
That's how I distinguish what a
agree
friend
with
is.
that.
Otherwise you're an
If you don't
acquaintance.
spend time as you two, you're not really
You're an
friends,
acquaintance.
you know each other.
Yeah, you're an acquaintance.
It's like when you're in a group, isn't it?
Yeah, you have your group friends and then
friends.
someone you actually spend time on your own with.
Yeah.
That's how I distinguish what a friend is. So do you still are you still in contact with some of these people? Or?
Some of them I am, yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of them I'm not.
Any of them end badly? Did
No.
any of them end badly?
No. It's a mutual decision.
But do you think it's a legitimate thing? Do you think girls actually just go, oh, you're too good as a friend?
Yeah, but
Or
men do
brother
it as
to
well.
me?
Men do it as well. It's
Do
like
they?
I see you more as a sister.
Do you know anyone personally?
I know two people that I've done that.
I've done that to a girl.
I've done that to a girl.
What do the girls look like?
Very pretty.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
Fine. Okay.
I think friendship is a myth. I don't believe in it. I think it's a load of bollocks. And also, if you don't fancy him, just tell him.
Yeah, be friendly.
Don't come out with all this crap about we're mates, we're two good mates to friendship. The girls have got to realise that even if you do think you're really good mates, eventually she's going to meet a bloke, you're going to meet a bird, and you will stop hanging out because girls and boys cannot be mates. Because there will always be sexual tension
one way or another. Yeah. I think
Someone will eventually fancy the other person. Girls and boys, they can hang out as a group, right? And you can all go out together, but you can't just go for a coffee with a girl, mate.
No.
You can't. Like eventually, there's sexual tension. Like it doesn't matter who. So I won't go too much into it.
No, that is true.
But
That's a good point.
from end of the day, we're animals. So the first thing you do, you see a person, you go, would I shag them, would I not?
Oh yeah.
I think the first thing you decide that within a second of seeing someone, you go, yeah, okay, I would. No, I wouldn't.
I don't think that.
You don't think that?
No, I'd rather see their personality first.
Come on, Shafto.
No, I've always been like that.
Well, when you see a person, you don't go, oh, she's fit, I would.
You don't see.
You would.
It's
natural.
You're in Spa or something, and all of a sudden this rocket walks in. You don't look at her and go, "Oh, I wonder if she's a really lovely girl." You think, "Cool, yeah, I'd have a bit of that." You think, "Cool, look at that."
I don't judge.
No, that's fine.
You do naturally. You have to judge. That's the animal side of us. We decide,
I can, for me, I mean, when I first met Amy, I knew automatically she was a nice person.
do you judge her?
I did judge her, yes, but not completely judge her. I just thought, oh no, she looks nice. You know, she's smiling. She looks legit.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I first talk to her, then I know where it is, know where it goes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, then if she's rude, then I'll go, oh no.
Oh yeah, you can a personality can change the way you see someone.
Yeah.
I've always
That's
said
what
when I
I
was younger
like.
and I worked at the hospital, there was probably a handful of people that I was and then by the time I left, there was probably a handful I wouldn't. It's like you get to know people and it just changes your opinion. You're like, oh, you see them differently.
Oh yeah.
Massively.
How many people did you hear? Oh, where did you?
They grew on me.
Where did you two meet? Oh, in the club. 1 in 100. If you meet a girl in the club, whatever happens, and then you take her out in a week and find out that when you're sober, she's a complete and utter so and so. So and vice versa for women or men.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, eventually you have to be a good person to keep someone, but yeah, I don't buy it.
So you do or don't believe in the friend zone?
I don't believe in it. I've had a case, and I wish she just said, "I fancy her." Fair enough, fine. You're not the first girl to turn me down, and you won't be the last. Just tell me, and then. But the thing is, for me, I think if you do start to get feelings for someone, I do think it does interfere with friendship, and
you get jealous. You get all those other type of feelings. Yeah, you're gonna.
You see them with other people. It's interesting, isn't it? I mean, it was obviously a few years ago now that it happened, but to go out clubbing and see maybe someone I know try it on, all of a sudden that can ruin as well. I want to punch him. Not because he's doing anything wrong, because he isn't.
It's the jealous side of it.
But it is jealousy, but it's more like, mate, come on, I told you.
No, if they knew, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I used to have this argument with Milton all the time. Like, oh, it's all fair game and all this, like, oh, if you don't like her, if she doesn't like you and one of your mates do, then let him have a go. Well, no. This is, you know, if you do honestly really like someone, you've got to be careful. I've never did that to her, mate. Never.
Yeah, there's a balance in there. It's not being. I can understand not being selfish from your point of view to stop someone else from having a go. Like, if you can't, why prevent it from someone else? But the same way, you can understand why it's frustrating to watch.
Yeah, it depends what age you are. I think if it happened now, I'd be like, oh, you know, it is what it is. Back then, I was just a 21-year-old, and I was like, well, fuck you then, you know.
Yeah.
And I probably did strop a little bit. But she's doing really well now, and I'm really happy for her. And do you know what? She is honestly still, to this day, the best girl I know. So
I think most people go through.
I think the other thing I want to add as well is that if that's happened and you know she's going through a load of rubbish, she can always come to you and go, look, I'm upset. I want. You know, you're there to pick up the pieces.
No, I don't. No, I don't think that at all. You can't do that because you can't be that guy anymore.
Yeah, it depends on what you want. If you still want to keep the friendship,
you can still be a nice guy, but if she's just going to come back to you when it's all gone up, you know, it's all gone shit, and all of a sudden, oh, you're important again, but then she gets with another idiot, eventually you have to say,
draw the line, enough is enough. Yeah.
So.
But do you not feel sympathy for them if they don't feel the same? Why? Obviously, in their head, they've got a decent friendship with you, blah blah blah. Is it not unfair to put that pressure on them to feel that they
depends if you respect that person or not. Respect how much your friendship actually is worth.
I think in the long run, it's gonna cause problems, and it's just preventing the inevitable. Yeah.
Rob once said to me when it was going on, you know, and he's a mate of mine, and he went, I was a bit drunk at the time, he went, I do feel sorry for her. I do feel for her a little bit. And I got really angry with him. I said, fucking no. He went, no. He said, you'll understand this when you grow up. And I was like, oh, shut up. Yeah. But now I have grown up, I do understand his point. It is an interesting topic because obviously you can be the one hurting as well, but so can she or he, whatever it is. Because obviously she's lost a mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
I mean, she'll forget about you anyway when she finds a decent bit of, you know, so it wouldn't matter anyway. You can't be mates with girls, like, and you can't be mates forever. You can hang out in groups, but you can't just be mates.
But also, there could be another friend just round the corner. You can meet someone else just round the corner. It depends on, like, you know, depends. Oh, you really like him, but again, you're in the same catch-22. You know, you could be in the same situation.
I think you kind of have to make your intentions clear from the outset.
Yeah.
If you want to get with them, pretty much put that on the table, then there's no misunderstanding.
Mm-hmm.
You're always a bit sceptical about telling people, but I think sometimes...
What's the fear of being rejected? Nobody likes it.
I've got to be honest, it isn't that actually. For me, it was just... Well, yeah, it is, but it's more... I don't know how to explain it. I mean, obviously I've been rejected in clubs many times, you know.
Yeah, but that's without having a... Yeah, but you don't expect anything like... I don't know, club is a different... It's a whole different scenario.
It's interesting when you care about something, you have to overthink everything, don't you?
Yeah,
when you literally don't give it, you're at your best as a human being when you don't give a shit because you just do it and it comes off 90% of the time. But when you start analysing yourself and you're in the shower thinking of all the I'm going to tell her later and you've got all these scenarios in your head.
You have a script in your head.
Yeah, you think you've got the one that might work out, and then you've got all the others, and it just puts you off and you delay it and then you finally tell that person. You don't know what you're going to come back with. I think the thing is though, I think you sort of know. I think you sort of know the
reason you put off is because you probably know it's not going to be the answer you want.
Yeah, exactly.
So you kind of keep up with the friendship in the whole hoping it changes because you hope time, like I said earlier, you can grow on someone, so you kind of hope that potentially changes in the long run, I guess.
It was a good and a bad thing because it taught me about going through that early on, but also it taught me how to deal with it, but if it happens again, I can handle it better. So...
I'm casually choking there, right?
You're Shafto.
Excuse me, sorry.
So part of you thinks, you know, it was good that it happened, but then there's part of you that sort of, I can handle it better. And also, she put me off women for a long time. Not like that, but sort of getting any sort of intimacy.
Getting put in that situation.
As soon as I started, and then I went clubbing a few years after that, and as soon as some girls like calling or texting the next day or the next week, I was just like, no, I don't want to feel like that again, because it was shit. How many times have you actually been friend zoned?
I have been friend zoned.
Are you happy to tell about the story?
No, to be honest, I'm not.
I'll just be the one opening up again then.
Yeah, you can do that.
Are you not?
No.
Too hard for you?
It's not too hard for me.
To be fair, he's in a relationship now and it's all slightly different.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's completely different.
Have you been friend zoned, Ryan?
Yeah. As I said, I think there's not many people listening to that haven't at some point. Unless you are like some sort of fucking model and you get to do the friend zone in. But I would say most people get in that situation at some point where they've got to make a decision.
Of course.
I mean, that is the other thing. Like with good-looking girls, they must have all these decent people around them, like lads, and they're never going to like be mates with them because they all fancy her, and all they think they fancy her through school and stuff like that in uni.
Mm-hmm.
You got to feel for them a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just casually grinning.
So, anything to finish on with the friend zone? Any advice you could give to people who are thinking about telling someone, or?
with me, I would have done it a lot sooner.
Right.
But again, it does play with your head.
Mhm.
And when you were saying about it, it did play with your head.
You
It
think
played
it's-
with my head a few times, but now it's different.
Do you think as soon as you feel something, you tell that person, or you? Yeah. Cool.
Because I'd rather give my opinion, or I'd respect that person and go, look, this is how I feel,
Mhm.
and if you don't feel the same way, that's fair enough. So, I'd respect it, and whatever. If the friendship goes on, brilliant. If it doesn't, what a shame.
I think it's annoying when it affects more than just you and that one person.
Mm-hmm.
Say if it's a group thing.
It's a group thing, friends and that, yeah.
Because then you end up finding the group have to kind of
Mm-hmm.
pick sides, and that's when it gets more annoying, when you realise it's going to cause other problems.
Argument within the groups.
Not arguments, but it just makes, like I say, it just makes people pick sides all of a sudden. Even if they don't mean to, you do kind of naturally just pick a side.
No, you do.
You do, and it has affected a few people outside of my friends group for what used to happen. But here's another question to you, right? I've lost it. Sorry, it'll come back in a minute. I think when you were talking, I had this other idea in my head about the friend zone. Shafto, you say something for a minute. I'm going to think about it.
I will tell you about friend zone, when I've been friend zoned. When I was at school, there was some really nice people around me. Like loads of male friends that were really nice. Female were even better. There was two of them that I remember that I really liked, but I couldn't choose which one I wanted to be with. So I was overthinking it a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
Did they know you liked you?
Yeah, they knew I liked them.
And they were both keen?
One of them wasn't, but the other one was.
So you sort of you had to debate which one you wanted, even though only one was possible.
Well, I mean, over time, then that other person was like, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to friend zone you. I was like, okay, it's fine. Because I think that person who friend zoned me was like, no, I couldn't do it. So then it would be passed on to the other person, because that other person liked me.
Yeah, and also part of the same group.
Part of the same group.
Okay.
So I think what they've done, as you said, everyone's been messaging each other going, look, I think it's a better idea if you go with him. You know what I mean? Or go with someone else. I mean, someone's come up to me and goes, oh, what shall I do? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, if you really like that person, just go up to them, talk to them, and just go, look, just be honest with them. Don't tell a pack of lies.
Would you listen to your own advice on that?
Would I? Yes, I would.
That's 100% easier giving advice than taking it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
100%.
If I could do my own advice, I'd be living an unreal life.
Loads of people I know have come up to me and go, oh, what advice can I do? What advice can you give me for this situation?
People come to you for advice.
Some people do. I've had a few people come to me with my advice at school.
Oh, at school.
At school,
Right.
I still keep in contact with them. And they go, oh, that advice you gave me, it's worked.
It's like the
Every time?
Like 7 years later.
a real hitch.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple of times it hasn't worked.
The ginger hitch, yeah.
I've got a couple of people together at school.
Matchmaker Shafto. Is that the nickname at school?
Cupid Shafto, really.
Right.
Just gave him some advice, and he was like, oh, really. And they're married now.
Oh,
They
right.
are married now, and they're happily married with 2 kids.
Happy
Fair play
days.
to them.
And that was all because of you.
It's all because of my advice.
I can't believe it.
E-Harmony ain't got a touch on you.
Absolutely.
I could be better than E-Harmony and all these dating sites.
I've got it again, sorry, because I was going to say a minute ago, sorry about that. No, the point I was going to make, have you liked someone, and as you've grown up you realise you didn't actually, it was just because you were young and naive and stupid?
I think there's obviously a difference between love and lust. Some people...
Because I look back at my one in school and think, I didn't actually. and then I think about the one that did happen, and I did.
Yeah, you go through it. But no matter, whenever you're in that moment, that feels like the biggest thing at that particular time.
Oh yeah.
And it's only when you move on from it, you're like, why? Like, what was so big that hooked me on that much? That's when you're able to break it down of why you were so keen, or.
Some people I have actually just sort of look at myself in the mirror and think, why? What is it? But it's got this sort of hold on you, and it's just weird, and you can't do anything about it, which sucks.
So you do believe in it, or you don't now? This is what I'm going to show you. Wrap up a bit.
No, I believe you can fall.
You believe in friend zone?
No.
So it's not a thing?
No.
Okay.
You're 2 against 1 there, mate.
Nah. Well, yeah, probably I am. But if you say to someone, oh, you're too good of friends, or you're like a brother or a sister to me, you're just an absolute pussy. Just say, I don't find you attractive. There is no sexual chemistry. Like, for me, 70% of it has to be sexual chemistry. Because if you don't find each other sexually attractive, you're not going to be together for that long. You're not going to have a successful life, because it's obviously massively important.
Yeah.
So just say, I think you're a smashing bloke, and I'll really get on with you, but I cannot see myself being sexually interested in you.
So straight away you cut the friendship then?
No, just say, look, and I'm just being honest, if they went, fair enough, you could either be mates, but you can't really be mates when you find out, because you've got to let that person be free sometimes. You've got to just say...
Cut ties and get on with it.
Yeah. So.
I'm completely opposite.
Okay.
I'm completely opposite. If someone came up to me saying, I don't find you sexually attractive, I was like, okay, thanks for telling me. But...
Thank you for that, yeah.
But I'd rather not lose someone who I actually care about. And if I cared about that person, I'd respect their decision and be there for them.
But Shafto, if you had someone who you knew you had not a chance with, right? I mean, you've got a girlfriend now, and you're happy, and everything's groovy at the moment, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when it wasn't, and you liked someone, and they didn't like you back,
my opinions would change them. They would change.
In what way?
I'd still be their friend, but I wouldn't see them as I wanted to see them.
I honestly think if you like someone and they say to you, nah, it's not mutual, I think if you have to put the friendship along.
I think you have to have time apart, and then you can reevaluate it further down the line. So you're with Amy now, say that person came back into your life, it's a different situation all of a sudden, because you're with Amy, you're happy, blah blah blah. You don't now see them like that. They obviously maybe still don't see you like that. So in that sense, that's the only time it maybe could semi-work. I think.
Especially if she's now got a fella, because then you're both in couples.
Well, yeah.
And you could probably go out on a double date, and it wouldn't be weird.
What about if it's the same sex, like if it was 2 girls?
What do you mean?
In like.
I think it works in any way, doesn't it?
Lesbians.
Lesbians work as humans.
Oh yeah, no, but if you say alright,
some of them are scary, but they
put
still
it like
work.
this then. Okay, put it like this. Say you really liked someone in school and you didn't know that she was lesbian, and then later on you realise.
Oh, sorry, I know his point now.
Do you know what I mean?
Are you trying to say that now you're like, oh, she didn't like me because she likes a bit of that?
No, she did like me, and then obviously we ended it.
Oh, you're talking about
Yeah, you know exactly.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. I know exactly who you mean. Right.
But now we're like really great friends.
Yeah, she's alright.
I always talk to her if I'm down or whatever.
Do you think you put her off men?
No, genuinely.
Do you find that a little bit insulting?
What?
What, that she was a lesbian before? Or was she straight?
No, she was straight, but she was leaning towards
right.
Liking other women.
Did you ever with her?
No.
Oh right, so well that makes sense then, doesn't it?
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
So it was only a school thing.
It was a school thing.
Oh,
yeah.
for God's sake, so it doesn't even count.
When you think about half the stuff in school, it's like.
But, you know, look at it now. We're really good friends. We talk to each other quite a lot.
Oh, school and uni shit's normally a load of rubbish. You're just young, stupid, naive, and normally boozed. So.
Right. Well, that was. Well debated.
Well debated. Friend zone's a myth. Just tell them you're not interested because you don't find them attractive, right? And then tell
Here we
him.
go. We've had this.
No,
Here we go, it's the
rant's
rant.
coming now. Just tell him you don't find him attractive, and then tell him to, and then don't see him for like 2-3 months, and let him find someone else. And don't be selfish, and don't get jealous when you find someone better. Rant over.
Feel better?
Yeah, I can go on, but I'm not. Right.
Right. Because of the time, we're trying to make this one slightly quick.
Okay.
Did you see the girl, the UFC this week? Maybe last week.
I don't watch it.
Okay, you don't watch it? No, I'm
I
not
don't
a
know.
big fan. Are you a fan of boxing at all?
Not really, no.
Oh, okay.
The last time I watched UFC was there was a few people I've watched. It was Brock Lesnar and Ronda Rousey. That's the last time I watched UFC.
They fought each other.
No. But they were the two people I really used
On the
I was
list for that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you basically what we're getting at was do you think UFC is too violent? Because I'm going to show you a photo.
It's a bit like kickboxing, isn't it?
This woman.
It's mixed martial arts.
mixed martial arts,
everything.
Right, this lady had a fight the other day, and the left is what she looked like before the fight, and the right is afterwards.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But that's the risk you're willing to take, isn't it? You get paid to get beaten up.
Yeah.
Well,
Even though
you
from a-
don't get paid to get beaten up.
You do. It's all the.
What do you think? Because I've been trying to look up a little bit of stuff about it. What do you reckon is safer statistically, boxing or UFC?
Probably boxing.
Not safer.
Because you can actually get out of the ring.
What do you
Where
mean?
in UFC you're caged.
Want to get out? No, you're stuck in it forever.
You can stop. You can stop
You
the
stop.
fight.
You can get out. Of
It's
the
the
ring.
same rules apply, imagine. You still throw the towel in.
Yeah.
And you can like.
So
give up, yeah.
this is I was looking up the deaths average.
Mhm.
One dies on average a year from UFC.
Mhm.
Boxing has 11 per year die on average.
So say that again for UFC.
One dies a year on average.
One dies a year.
11 for boxing per year. And the number one death in boxing is because of hemorrhages,
Brain hemorrhages. Yeah.
which is what has happened to this young lady.
Yeah, but you would think
It's-
that boxing would be even worse because all you're doing is with UFC you're fighting with every part like from top to bottom.
Yeah.
With boxing, it's what was it?
Concentrate. Yes,
Is
your
it
belly button basically.
Belly button
upwards,
upwards.
basically.
Yeah.
You're
No, you
predominantly
can't.
hitting a head.
And you can't hit
Yeah.
the back of the head.
No, you can't. Yeah, you can't hit behind the head. So it's predominantly hitting your brain constantly. So that's why a lot of boxers die because of the hemorrhaging of the brain. They get swelling, pressure, and then they end up unfortunately dying. I also looked up, obviously UFC and boxing. UFC's pretty relevant, like newish.
Yeah.
So it started in '93.
Mhm.
The very first tournament, it had no weight classes, no set amount of rounds, no judges. There was only 3 rules: no biting, no eye gouging, and no groin shots. And then the match only ended by submission, knockout, or the fighter's corner through the toweling.
Or death.
So it
Or
literally, it just kept on going. There was no certain rounds. There was no breaks. It just literally go, guys. You two scrap it out.
No holds barred.
And for the first 4 years, they didn't even have to wear gloves. So it was as good as bare knuckle fighting for the first 4 years. And in '97 is when they first had to wear gloves.
I think it's better they wear gloves
Obviously, yeah.
because the impact. Is
But it's not
less.
actually, and it's the same with boxing. It's not to protect the fighter. It's to protect your hands. Actually, more than anything.
Yeah, bet before the gloves came in, people broke their knuckles.
Oh, when you punch people, your fist always comes
Yeah,
off.
fist
always
Face,
comes off,
yeah. Unless you
Yeah.
caught them clean. Yeah.
Right in the nose.
Yeah.
Well, I was just wondering your thoughts on UFC. Do you think it's... Because I've always kind of thought, it's brutal. You've got someone pinned down, you're just punching them in the face.
I just
It's
don't-
not my cup of tea. I
I
find
don't
it too...
agree
No.
with it. But at least boxing, there's a certain amount of skill and sport. I think UFC is just for absolute.
Martial art, you can't. Martial
No, they
arts
are.
is a very select skill.
No,
you can't.
it's just for people who are just.
But then
They're a bit. For me, you're a bit weird if you just enjoy just beating the crap out of someone.
Yeah, but then martial arts is not only for beating the crap out of people; it's for defense
Self-defense.
as well.
Yeah, self-defense as well.
Yeah, but
I mean, it teaches you disciplines on how to defend yourself. If you're getting bullied at school, you know, you can go back to martial arts going, oh, look,
100%,
what's the best way to defend myself?
If I had a kid, I would like them to learn some sort of self-defense. 100%.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want them to do that.
No, that's
They can
different.
do boxing
That's
if they
fighting.
But not UFC. Nah.
I mean, again, boxing does bring a lot of respect and...
It's a discipline, it's a training.
Discipline, yeah.
It's a lifestyle.
It's like sending your kid to the army.
In a
sense
yeah.
way, you know, it brings them discipline. It changes that
Potentially,
person.
I would too. If I had a kid, I probably would.
You want them to learn some sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But I watched that UFC thing. Well, I didn't watch it, but I saw the next day, and I thought, Jesus Christ, it shows what we've done about that. I read, look at the state of Red. I mean, come on, that's just. Sorry, I don't agree. I just don't agree with it. You shouldn't be You shouldn't be beating shit out of someone that badly. Not in today's like. It's nah.
You should be getting.
No, I don't agree with it. Boxing's a little bit different for me because at least like you got big gloves on and you are just going for certain parts of the body. You can't kneecap someone in the top of the skull. You can't literally just be hitting someone in the back of the head. You have no idea what damage you're doing.
I've always assumed in my head it's a bit more brutal, but
Well, boxing.
no, UFC. I've always thought that is brutal, but when you think about it, with boxing, you've got your shorts and you've got like a protective belt underneath that to protect your stomach and your stomach and intestines and all that, but you're still punching the most vital thing in your body.
Yeah, but at least it's being sort of judged and it's refereed to a point that if it is going too far, it's stopped.
There is referees in here, so when they do
yeah,
see
but they
them,
don't ever really get stopped, do they?
Yeah, that's
I
what they do.
And the referees are wearing gloves now, aren't they?
Yeah, because there's blood involved.
There's
That's
blood
from
involved. No, I think if someone has a sign of blood, they should stop that round.
What, a cut?
A cut or whatever,
No.
because that could get serious, that cut. So just pull them to the side and get their trainers just to patch it up on that round.
It's a combat sport, you're going to get hurt. More people die from American football than they do UFC.
Okay, what about English?
And they're
English
padded
rugby?
up
What
to
about rugby?
Possibly,
Rugby's the same.
they're putting their head in
Yeah,
place.
but the thing is, another point, you said 1 person a year dies in UFC compared to 11 in boxing. How many boxing matches compared to UFC matches are there in that year? Because you can't put a percentage on that until you know that. Because
That's a fair point. Yeah,
if there was 5,000 boxing matches and 1,000 UFC, it's still about the same, isn't it?
That's a fair point.
So,
I didn't know that.
But
Didn't look that up.
I just saw that there's two girls as well, and her head was, goodness me, she looked awful.
I guess that's part of the risk. You're going in there. You listen to.
Well, so is being an F1 driver.
Yeah.
But you're not. Yeah, but you're not getting your head kicked in. If you crash, it's on you, innit? But it's on someone else. I mean, if you kill UFC fighters, right? If he thinks I've got to win this championship, I've got to knock this bloke out, and he's got him down,
It's a
and
mentality,
he's
you have
in
to
the
do
back of the
that.
head. What if you kill him?
That's the risk. That's part and parcel of it. The referee's there to judge it if it's going too far. I don't watch it enough.
What about like an F1 driver, if his brakes failed and smashed the barrier, he's dead.
What?
That's the risk. Again, as you were saying, it's a
Well,
risk. It's a risk.
That's not going to really happen. Is
It
it?
has.
Not lately, surely.
Oh, who's the one?
They've all got, they've got two-
One's came off. I can't remember. It was at the Japanese Grand Prix.
Oh,
He went off
no,
and
this.
when they were recovering a car.
Was it the Midland team? Wasn't it? No, Marisha. He's a young French driver, wasn't he?
I want to say Jarno Trulli, but I don't
No,
think
it wasn't
that's
Trulli,
right.
he's Italian.
No.
Oh,
Jules Bianchi.
Jules Bianchi.
Jules Bianchi, the French guy.
Right.
They were recovering. It was on a hairpin, so like a U-bend basically. If you
Was it
don't
on the
understand.
spoon, wasn't it? Was it on the spoon corner?
No, it was in Japan.
Yeah, on the spoon.
And
on the spoon.
they were
Suzuka.
recovering. As they were recovering it, he had come off the track and gone into the tractor / forklift that was recovering it.
Yeah,
He came
I was
off.
literally about to
No,
ask
he
what
did.
forklift was doing there then.
He was there to- yeah,
He's there to
Right,
recover
okay.
He's
a
picked
crash
up-
from the lap
yeah.
before.
So then he's come off and gone into it, and it's killed
That
him.
instantly killed.
I don't know enough
Um,
about cars to talk
But
about that.
but that's again, it's a part of the risk. If you drive and you crash, it's part of the risk, and I think it's the same. You're fighting.
Look, there's risk in any sport. I mean, I'm a cricketer, and obviously I've been bounced at good pace before. And
The worst thing that's can happen in cricket is people dying of boredom, but never mind.
wasn't
If
there?
you're going to
Wasn't
start
there?
making comments like that,
Wasn't there-
I'm
wasn't there a
not
cricketer?
biting.
Was it an Australian bloke?
Hughes.
Someone
Phil
Hughes.
Hughes, yeah.
He had a. Who was that against? I can't remember.
Well,
was it
He
England?
was in a state Australian game.
Australian game.
He got hit by a lad.
By a cricket
can't
ball
remember
was
his
going
name.
what? Was it 100? No, was it about 90
It's
miles
about
an hour?
138k, I think it came down, which is about 83 miles
83
an
mile
hour.
an hour.
And it missed his helmet and hit him in the jugular vein, and he bled out.
And he
in
bled
2
out
days.
and died. Yeah.
So yeah, when you do get
There's risk in all sports.
there's risks to everything, but I do think sometimes it's a bit far. I don't know enough about UFC, so I'm probably being a little bit.
Can I add just one question?
Yeah, we need to
Back
wrap
to you.
this up real quick.
Okay, we'll wrap this up. But should there be more protection in sport like UFC, boxing, cricket, or whatever? Do you think there should be a bit more protection?
Not
I
at
think it should be.
professional level.
Or like
The way it's
an
modern
amateur
days.
level, because now you've got helmets.
Yeah,
Some
amateur
people
level
wear
you get.
helmets.
Yeah.
But
I
do you
think
think there should
American
be?
football are just it's too much.
Why
It's
don't they not watch
different,
the English
it's different.
rugby?
They do, and they-
Let the English rugby teach the American
Well,
football.
America
how's
it's a
that
bit
should-
more physical.
It's a whole different.
It's a different game.
It's a different game.
But I don't think you can put any more.
Safety wise for each sport, I think is at as good as it is. It's in a good place. There's no sport you think that it's not. It's too dangerous.
It is interesting because you get a cricket ball to the shoulder or the chest, it does hurt, but it goes away within about 5 minutes. You get a bruise and it's there for about a couple of weeks. But
And
if you
you
get hit in the
walk
head,
away.
that could be game over.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, but yeah, cool.
So now we're going to do the emails. We had an email come in from George. I can never pronounce his surname.
George Majin.
Majin, that's it. And he says, "Hi guys, big fan of the pod. I have a couple of burning questions for the main man. Would you rather fight 20 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck?" That's for you.
Hang on,
Shafto.
say that one more time.
Would you rather fight 20 duck-sized horses,
Duck-sized horses.
so 20 horses the size of a duck, or 1 duck, or 1 horse-sized duck?
Just quickly, I think it's a great question.
That's a great question. It's hard.
I love George Majin. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
These
cheers,
are the
mate.
sort of questions I want. I want something that's that ridiculous that is going to be brilliant.
So would you rather fight 20 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck?
Put 1 horse-sized duck.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, just 1.
Would you rather fight 1 massive giant duck compared to
Yeah, but then I'm not
20?
Yeah, but then I'm
small
not wasting. I'm
horses?
not wasting all my energy on 20 other.
Yeah, but they're a lot smaller.
Yeah, but still, I'd rather waste my energy on one thing than fight another 20.
Maybe this is to the death.
I'll kick his ass.
How are you going about defeating this duck that's the size of a horse?
Well, remember, I used to horse ride, so I know exactly what it is like.
Horse rider's going to help him out of this one.
So riding a horse is like riding a duck, is it?
Well, no, riding a horse. I know what sizes of horses are.
It's
I know if it's the
that's
size
a duck.
of duck.
Think of its, you got to think of its mouth and everything.
Imagine you go out to this field, there's this duck size horse, and it's like you, Shafto, me and you now. You've got to fight.
It's a talking duck now.
Or you
Is it a
fight.
talking duck now?
Apparently.
Bloody hell.
Apparently so.
What's it? Throwing trash
Oh, for
talk
God's sake,
left,
the
right and
question's
centre?
stupid enough. What do you mean they can't talk? We're talking about duck size horse. Right, or
He's
twins.
talking.
Or you got 20 horses down there.
Little one size that come up to your halfway up your calf. So about a foot tall.
And they're all neighing and all that and
You just kick them.
What name? I'm fucking.
So you're gonna take your, what did he say? I didn't even catch that.
crack, I think.
So right. So you're fighting a giant bloody duck.
What sort of noise would this big duck make?
Oh God, probably go. No. Whack.
What is it saying first?
Just a
What if
big.
it's a horse and the size of a duck?
It's got nothing to do with horse. It's just the size of the horse.
size of a horse.
Right.
Anyway.
What's it
Right.
doing? Throwing trash talk?
Quick, no, sorry. Are you telling me you'd rather fight
A big one.
a big duck than
A big
20
duck than
small
20
horses?
Small ones, yeah.
You could just kick the horses out of the way.
Yeah.
Just kick them all away, tread on them, right? This big duck could have you within like a minute.
Yeah, but it's come catch me first, isn't it?
My
Depends
money's
how
on-
big this one
My
is.
money's on the duck. Mike, what would you go for?
I'll go for the small ones.
Yeah,
I reckon he
100%.
doesn't want the small ones because he's horse riding. He's got sentimental value towards a horse. So he doesn't want to kick a horse.
Don't give him ideas, because he didn't think that, did you?
No, I didn't.
No, right.
But now you said it, yeah.
Oh,
Right.
But
He
thanks
also,
for that, though, George.
he sent in a second one as well. We don't want to spend too much time on it because it's a football-based question. But the Premier League recently suggested introduction of a Hall of Fame. Which 5 players from the Premier League era should make the first list? But we're not going to do 5 because we ain't got enough time to do 3.
But hang on, what about what? So
Premier League era.
how far are we going back?
Premier League era, so 93 till now.
Okay.
So three
Hall of Fame.
I mean, the football expert you are,
Football
all these
expert.
names
Yeah,
go
but
through
I'm not
there.
really a football expert.
three semi-quick fire, and maybe a small explanation why them.
David Beckham,
Why Beckham?
because he's an England captain and he's scored so many goals.
Okay.
Um,
Not do the Premier League. but-
well, he was in the Premier League when he was
Right.
at Manchester United. Probably Ronaldo because again he's a good player.
Which
Okay,
one?
he's not English. Cristiano.
Right, yeah.
Maybe leaning more towards the other Ronaldo.
What,
Because he had
Brazilian
quite- Yeah,
Ronaldo?
Brazilian Ronaldo.
The Premier League Hall of Fame. When did Fat Ronaldo play in the Premier League?
Good.
Obviously, me and Luke could talk about this for
Yeah,
hours
because
because
obviously
this is our subject.
We said this, it's not
we-
a great question to ask because a lot of people don't know much or don't like football.
Yeah.
But,
So we're going to try and do this quite
Okay,
quickly.
so David Beckham,
Beckham, Portuguese, in it, Cristiano.
Cristiano, and Petr Schmeichel.
Peter Schmeichel.
Petr Schmeichel.
I was
Great
saying-
goalkeeper.
he said this last time.
He's probably one of the best goalkeepers in his time.
Right. My personal opinion would be Shearer for the amount of goals. I don't think that'll ever get broken.
Agree, yeah.
Hasn't it already been broken
No,
by
no.
by Wayne Rooney?
No, not Premier League.
No.
He's Man United in England.
Okay.
I would say Giggs, just for the pure amount of trophies in that 20 years plus of a career.
I agree with that as well.
And then my third one would probably be Henry, because I think he kind of changed the way the Premier League was watched. And the way he came across was very different to how it was.
Just a quick one. Who'd be your fourth?
Fourth, I didn't plan for a fourth. I knew we were only doing 3.
I agree
Okay.
with 2 of yours. I think Gerrard over Henry. And that is a little bit biased, but the longevity and the impact he had on one side for that many years is unbelievable. When some of the players he had to play with were just pathetic.
Just donkey.
So Shearer number 1, Giggs and Shearer 100%.
Yeah.
They epitomised Premier League.
Cheers, George, for them 2 questions.
Yeah, cheers, George.
Cheers, George. See you soon.
So now it's that time for the Shafto time, the quote time.
So we go.
Okay.
Shafto's quote of the week. I'm 2-0 up. So and I'm first this week.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah,
You
I
are.
am 2. Yeah, cool.
Stop giving. And from now on, I'm not trying to overthink your way of thinking.
No,
I've overthought it last week.
Okay. Okay. Right. To make this 3-1, if you get this.
3-1.
It's 2-0.
2-1. Sorry. Okay. Have a heart that never hardens, and a temper that will never tires, and a touch that never hurts.
I have an idea.
Do you want me to repeat
I
it
don't
again?
really know. But
Do we
I-
do
One more time.
One more time. Have a heart that never hardens, and a temper that never tires, and a touch that never hurts.
Oh, it's got to be some soppy knobhead, isn't it?
Do you know what, this is the bit I love. It's just watching these two.
I don't know
just
what.
think
I'm not
about it.
saying this, but I was just having Mother Teresa in my head for a minute.
You think he looks up Mother Teresa quotes?
No, I'm not.
Oh, thanks, man. I know it's not that. Or all, are they?
I've got one in my head that I don't know.
No, you know what? I'm sticking with my guns. I'm going to say Mother Teresa.
Okay.
I'm going to say Michael Jackson.
Well, you're both wrong.
Oh, okay, so now it's time for a hint.
So
You go first this time.
one hint. Yeah, give us a hint.
Okay, he was an English writer.
Okay, I'm going to go Shakespeare then.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I'm going to go Shakespeare. I can't imagine he knows many more.
I was going to say, you don't really know any more than that, do you?
I do.
Bollocks.
Can I give you another hint?
Samuel Pepys.
Well, you're both wrong again.
Oh.
Do you want another little clue?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, he's got bases on the southeast coast, and he's got loads of places where he wrote his novels in the southeast.
Is it me?
Yeah, it's your turn to go first.
It's your turn.
I've got one now, but I don't think it's right.
I don't know. Stephen King was a Yank, wasn't he?
I was about to say. I couldn't
He
remember.
was English. He was English born, English bred.
Oh, it's Stephen King then.
What, Stephen King was English, or the one you're talking
The
about?
one I'm talking about was English.
Oh, I think Stephen King was American.
He was American, yes.
So, English writers. This isn't really my speciality. I'm not a massive book lover. J.K. Rowling.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say
Are
next.
you going to agree?
You know what, I'm going to agree to this because I've talked myself out of them last two, yeah, J.K. Rowling.
You're both wrong again.
Oh.
Jesus.
One more clue, give us some sort of...
You made it too hard this week. I know we had a go at you the week for making it harder, but...
Well, I did say instead of being at sports, it would be something else more.
Yeah, go on, give us another hint somehow. A bit more of a stronger one. I think we've had 3 attempts at this. Could be a real
Yeah, last attempt and then we call it a draw.
Okay. Okay. You learnt about him in English at school. He's written so many novels. He's got a place named after himself, and there's a place in the southeast where he's actually wrote a book about. Oh, if I give you the title away, you'll get it.
That's what we're going to have to do.
Then don't.
But he's a very famous English writer.
That's for Hilly.
It is a man.
Mine's gone blank.
And also, there has been a couple of movies about his books.
Oh, who did... Oh, tits, if I say it out loud, I'm not giving it away to you.
Yeah, I wouldn't. What's the quote one more time? Heart that doesn't harden.
Hang on a minute. Okay, it is... Have a heart that never hardens, and a temper that never tires, and a touch that never hurts.
Oh, I can't think of his name. Not that I know it, but...
Will we kick ourselves?
Yes.
I don't know. The thing is, I'm not this.
Okay, can I give you one more clue?
Yeah, go on.
He's mostly based in Canterbury.
Ah, Charles Dickens.
Yeah, Charles Dickens.
It was Charles Dickens, yes.
Cool.
Bollocks, that's 3-1 then.
Very well.
So he was right to make it 3-1.
Charles Dickens, of course.
I'll give you another one after that. It was Bleak House, that's in Broadstairs. He has a pub named after him in Broadstairs again. It's called the Charles Dickens. He was writing, I think,
Oh no, that's a bit.
Yeah.
Herne Bay. He was in Canterbury, and he was also in London. I think he wrote something about London.
He was a very good writer, wasn't he?
Who's the one that had the part of the train crash in Staples? Was it Dickens or was it who's the one I mentioned
It
earlier?
wasn't Shakespeare.
No, it was Dickens then. Dickens was part of a... I'm pretty sure there's something along the lines there was a train accident, a train crash was saying along near Staples, and Dickens was on it.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Mm. Yeah, it must be Dickens, obviously,
It is
with the,
Dickens.
with the southeast connection.
Mm.
But I'm pretty sure there's a... Yeah.
You like that saying then?
I do like that saying.
Yeah. That was a good one this week. Well done. Any other
I'll
inspiration?
make it a bit harder next time. Don't worry.
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah. I think 3 attempts next time.
3 attempts and done.
3 attempts
Yeah.
and done. So what I might do is I'm thinking about is doing 1 week, a couple of weeks I do easy ones, then it goes mid and then it goes really hard.
Thanks for that, Shafto.
It's alright, you're welcome.
Any other motivation for the week quickly before we sign off?
Just believe in yourselves. You know, okay, it's Monday tomorrow. It's the beginning of the week. Monday's a horrible day. You know, it's like, oh, I've got to go to work. When you wake up, I mean, you've had it, I've had it. It's horrible.
Yeah.
But you know what sticks in my mind is it's the next day towards Friday.
Very, very, very
So
good.
always think next day is one day closer.
Wish 5 days of your life away each week.
Unless you work weekends.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, guys. If you like this podcast, as I say all the time, we're on Facebook. We're also on YouTube and SoundCloud
And iTunes.
iTunes. That's it. So if you have liked this one, please give us a comment, give us a share, and like as well. Any more? And if anyone has questions, please email us in at smalltalkwithshafto at outlook.com. Anyone got any questions
Jesus,
to ask me?
Your
Please,
preparation's unbelievable.
please do it.
Yeah.
But thank you, guys.
Yeah, email
Emotional.
for any questions, guys. Would be much appreciated.
Weirder the better.
Yeah, something like George's first one. That was brilliant. There's no way you'd rather fire a bit anyway. Right, Small Talk with Shafto. I'm Luke. Martin.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Shafto.
Thank you very much, guys.
Cheers. See you soon.